Three great men sit in a room, a king, a priest, and a rich man. Between them stands a common sellsword. Each great man bids the sellsword kill the other two. Who lives, who dies?
In a show defined by dragons, ice zombies, and massive battles, it is this quiet riddle, spoken in a dimly lit room by a eunuch to a dwarf, that actually explains the entire story. Most people think this scene is just a philosophical side note. But what if I told you that this riddle is actually the skeleton key to a 20-year-old conspiracy that the HBO show completely cut out? What if I told you that the answer to this riddle proves that Varys wasn't just a good servant of the realm, but actually the most dangerous, ruthless, and brilliant monster in the history of Westeros? While everyone else was playing checkers, fighting for a metal chair, Varys was the only one who realized the chair didn't matter. He was redesigning the board. I mean, sure, I'll talk about all those deep lore secrets and the Blackfyre conspiracy in detail, but first we need some context. I've rewatched this scene several times, and what stands out isn't just the riddle, it's the timing. This conversation happens right after Tyrion Lannister has just pulled off a massive power move. He's just fired Janos Slynt, the commander of the City Watch. He is feeling powerful. And then Varys glides in. He doesn't come to congratulate him, he comes to test him. He asks the riddle to see if Tyrion understands the mechanics of power. Tyrion gives the logical answer.
Depends on the sellsword.
Because the guy with the sword has the power of life and death, right? But Varys pushes back.
Does it? He has neither crown nor gold, nor favor with the gods.
If the sellsword has the sword, why doesn't he just kill the three men and take the gold?
But if it's swordsmen who rule, why do we pretend kings hold all the power?
Why do men with swords obey men with crowns?
Power resides where men believe it resides. It's a trick, a shadow on the wall. And a very small man can cast a very large shadow.
This is the moment the show peaks. Varys realizes that power isn't a physical object. You can't hoard it like Tywin Lannister. Power is a collective hallucination. The king has power only because the sellsword believes in the king. The rich man has power only because the sellsword believes in gold. If you want to rule the world, you don't need to be the king. You need to be the storyteller. You need to be the one casting the shadow. And this is where the show and the books diverge in a heartbreaking way. In the show, Varys just backs Daenerys Targaryen. But in the books, Daenerys was never Plan A. She was a distraction. Varys has spent decades grooming a completely different candidate. A boy named young Griff. He claims this boy is a secret Targaryen, but the clues suggest he is actually a Blackfyre, a descendant of the bastard line that hates Targaryens. The Golden Company is famous for hating Targaryens, yet they break a contract to support this boy. Why? Because the contract is writ in blood, family blood. Varys isn't just serving the realm, he is putting his own family on the throne. And this brings us back to the riddle. Does it matter if the boy is a fake Targaryen? No. Power resides where men believe it resides. Varys creates the belief, the people cheer, and the shadow becomes real. So if you are catching on to what we're doing here, if you enjoy breaking down stories not just to watch them, but to understand the mechanics underneath, then you're in the right place. We are building an empire of thinkers on this channel. If you want to be part of that, make sure you're subscribed. Now let's go deeper. Why does Varys do this? To understand the spider, you have to understand his fear. Varys hates magic. He is the only materialist in a fantasy world. He is trying to build a perfect prince, a ruler educated to serve the people, not the gods. This is why he is smarter than Littlefinger. Littlefinger plays
Chaos is a ladder.
He destroys things to climb. His power is fragile. Varys builds institutions. Even if Varys dies, his plan continues. Littlefinger plays to win the game. Varys plays to change the rules. In the epilogue of A Dance with Dragons, we see the true face of the spider. Kevan Lannister is fixing the realm. He is doing a good job. And Varys walks in and shoots him with a crossbow. He kills him because he is competent. A stable realm makes Varys' savior unnecessary. He creates the disease so he can sell the cure. This is the dark side of the riddle. Varys is willing to dim the lights and murder the good men just to make sure his shadow is the only one left on the wall. Varys warned us that
a very small man can cast a very large shadow.
And in the end, that shadow wasn't just a metaphor. It may have been Tyrion. And that shadow is exactly what toppled the biggest giant in Westeros, his own father, Tywin Lannister. You see, Tywin spent 40 years guarding his legacy against the giants of the world, dragons and armies. But he lost the war because he refused to respect the one threat standing right in front of him. But how exactly did a genius strategist miss the obvious signs that destroyed him? I broke down the exact moment Tywin lost everything in this video right here. Click here, and I'll see you there.